BMW 740e versus Lexus LS 500 versus Beginning G90 3.3T versus Lincoln Continental 3.0. Test autos for quite some time, and entirely soon you'll have a default respond in due order regarding whenever somebody requests an auto suggestion. Need a conservative auto? Get a Civic. Searching for a reasonable games auto? Miata. Need to survive the end of the world? Land Cruiser ought to do the trap. Simple. For quite a long time, the default decision when purchasing an official extravagance vehicle has been the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. In any case, imagine a scenario where you need to emerge from your kindred titans of industry in their regular Newport Nissans. Imagine a scenario in which you shiver at the prospect of dropping 100 substantial on a deteriorating resource. We have you secured. We collected 4 Mercedes S-Class Challengers from each significant auto-creating country to see which has the absolute best at testing the Merc on its royal position. What's more, on the grounds that the majority of this nation doesn't have the money, or acknowledge, to effortlessly part for 6-figure totals, we set a harsh $100,000 value top on our extravagance vehicles, with each Luxobarge wearing 6 barrels, or less, and all-wheel drive. Our proper setting for the test, the Tony waterfront environs of Palos Verdes estates, where you'll unobtrusively discover one of the best groupings of riches in America. With perspectives of the Pacific Ocean and Catalina Island approaching seaward, the normal home estimation is $1.9 million, as per Zillow. From that point, we would excursion to Malibu, where the Hollywood world-class sun and sprinkle. Would any auto not bearing a 3-pointed star stop people in their tracks of the landed unstranded upper class? We should investigate the challengers. From Germany is the S-Class archrival, the BMW 7 Series. Speaking to Bavaria's best is the 2018 BMW 740e Xdrive i Performance. Controlled by a 2.0-liter turbocharged i4 combined with an electric engine, the 740e is an as a matter of fact odd decision for this test, given whatever is left of our rivals are fueled by twin-turbo V6s. Be that as it may, considering the section is advancing toward expanded charge, and that no i6-fueled 740i models were accessible for testing, it was the correct decision. Furthermore, 14 miles of EV run in a 4,700-pound limo is out and out cool. Our softly optioned 740e analyzer sneaks right in under our value top, stickering for $99,845. Sometime in the past Lexus was viewed as the new child on the square, difficult the built-up German automakers. These days, Lexus is a piece of that foundation, and its most recent 5th-age LS is seemingly the best since the first. Brandishing strong styling to underscore its certain stature even with Europe's ideal, our LS 500 AWD analyzer costs around $103,000. Similarly, as the first Lexus LS upset the extravagance auto space in 1989 with proportionate extravagance to the Germans at a cut-rate cost, Hyundai Motor is planning to do likewise with its upstart Genesis Mark. Speaking to South Korea's sole worldwide extravagance mark is the 2018 Genesis G90 AWD 3.3T. Replacing the Hyundai Equus, the G90 is a surprising exertion at an extravagance leader, setting aside any inquiries in the matter of whether the Koreans can accomplish something other than impersonate. What's more, much like Lexus once did, the G90 takes a cutting apparatus to its opposition's value premium by offering for $71,825. Speaking to the Stars and Stripes is the 2017 Lincoln Continental AWD Black Label 3.0. Pause, you say, for what reason isn't the California-conceived and reared Tesla Model S the American pick? All things considered, it is by a wide margin the smash hit in this section. It even surpasses the Mercedes S-Class, so we contemplated we'd keep it down for a future test with this current correlations champ and the S-Class. Concerning the other huge American extravagance auto, the Cadillac CT6, well, it's unremarkable, completing third to the Mercedes E-Class and Volvo S90 in its last examination. With no significant changes to the CT6 from that point forward, we thought we'd give the Continental, a legitimate lead for the Lincoln lineup, its shot at greatness. Our stacked Continental Black Label Analyzer stickered for $79,780. In the event that it's more costly than the Genesis, it must be entirely great, correct? Regardless of whether extravagance auto purchasers acknowledge it, the comprehensive extravagance auto experience can be separated into classes: the drive and the experience. The drive is truly clear as crystal. It's about how easily an extravagance car floats far from a stoplight, how rapidly it gets up to speed, and how certainly the auto rides and handles. The experience, then again, involves the luxuriousness of the lodge and how it swaddles you in extravagance. It's about the attentive touches, for example, roomy official rearward sitting arrangement bundles, needing calfskin seats, and cool metal entryway handles that snap just so. As it were, it's about the things that make the auto, and you by affiliation, feel unique. In light of that, how about we burrow in the drive? With such comparable powertrains, you'd surmise that every one of the four of our rivals would drive basically the same, yet every hot one-of-a-kind identity from in the driver's seat. The BMW 740e is very energetic, shockingly so for a major car. Its 2.0-liter turbocharged i4 and electric engine powertrain consolidate for an average 322 horsepower and 369 pounds-to-foot of torque, giving it the most reduced power yield of the considerable number of vehicles here. However, this about-quiet vehicle was the fastest of the cluster, because of shrewd utilization of carbon fiber. Consider it cool sculpting for autos. It's only 7 pounds heavier than the lightest auto in our test, the Continental. Include short outfitting of its 8-speed programmed and moment-on electric torque, and the 740e quickens from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.1 seconds and blows through the quarter mile in 13.6 seconds at 102.9 miles per hour. Its dealing with execution is second best in the test, lapping our figure 8 course in 26 seconds level while averaging 0.71 grams. Be that as it may, its braking execution raises the back with a 123-foot stop in our 60 mile-per-hour test. Far from the test track and on our test circle, the BMW is a strong driver. The Bimmer's electric engine gives the 7 Series an accommodating leave-the-line, giving smooth, consistent increasing speed until the 4 barrels turbocharger has room schedule-wise to spool up and give help. It's additionally conceivable to sneak along in unpredictable rush-hour gridlock in the merry hush that characterizes electric motoring. Indeed, even with its 9.2 kWh battery exhausted, the 740e feels more intense than its specs would propose. Be that as it may, when the battery engines hand off obligations to the motor, the peacefulness is broken as the gas motor flames up. Loads of vibrations and repulsive clamors originating from the motor at whatever point it turned on or off, something I haven't felt in different PHEVs, said Motor Trend en Español supervisor Miguel Cortina. In spite of the fact that its powertrain could maybe utilize a touch of adjusting, the Bimmer's ride and taking care of is among the best here. The 740e's guiding is light and direct. The suspension is as adroit at limiting body move on tight ravine streets as it is gobbling up pieces of the spoiled cliffside asphalt dissolving into the ocean. This is the manner by which you do extravagance vehicle ride and dealing with, said Relate editorial manager Scott Evans. The little knocks scarcely enroll, and the huge ones are one and done. No floatiness by any stretch of the imagination. Much the same as Republicans and Democrats have successfully swapped belief systems throughout the years, BMW and Lexus appeared to have changed MOS in the previous 5 years or thereabouts. The Lexus LS used to be delicate and cushy, however now it presents damn close games